Welcome back to another video. It's your guy Aaron Lee here in the building. All my counselors out there, let's talk about selfish jerks. Basically a quick explanation of narcissistic personality disorder. It's pretty normal. I had to do my own research thanks to one of my subscribers who actually sent me this request to discuss narcissism. Narcissism nowadays in this world is almost normal. When you go on social media, you see people leaving comments, basically trying to look for self-validation, and a lot of people do it in a way where they may say something that is disconcerting to someone else's opinion, or whatever post that they have on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. So it is an interesting topic to discuss, considering that I had to look this up myself and try to figure out why people feel the need to seek validation on social media from other people. So I think this video probably will help me talk about that a little bit more. I'm sick of people thinking that they tough when they not. And instead of coming through your comments and saying something nice, saying something good, these mother effers decide that they want to come in my comment section and act a fool. And not just mine, but you got other people who post their personal opinions about certain issues in the world, and then you scroll down in the comments. I can't help it. I love scrolling down in the comments because sometimes the comments is very entertaining. You look at people and what they post, and you be like, oh well, these people are tough. But hopefully this video will kind of shed some light onto this new age of social media and narcissism. Thanks to this guy here. Yeah, he made it cool. But I'm just here to let y'all know it's not cool. Narcissism is not cool. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. If you guys like this video, please thumbs up, comment section below if you want to leave some comments, and subscribe. I will continue to keep bringing you content, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm doing my best here. Right now, I haven't done a video in almost over a week. I'm working on another book, actually. I'm working on my short story novel. That will be out probably at the end of the month, so that way it'll be available for purchase. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. I'm not even sure if I want to put it on the site where my other book is. My other book is on Amazon. You're fat, I'm not. Check that out. On Amazon. I don't know if I'm gonna put my book there because I do believe that somebody was interested in publishing my book. So I'm actually gonna have a meeting with them probably at the end of this month or next month. Things start opening up. I want to still continue to social distance, but I don't want to miss an opportunity where I have a different avenue for my books to be published as well as distributed to you guys. So I really do hope that I'm able to find a publisher real soon. But this book is gonna be good. Look out for that. That's where I've been, guys. I ain't been doing my my counselors. I haven't been doing my videos, but I will be doing my videos again. So again, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let's jump into the video.
It's unfortunate but true. Some people seem like selfish jerks who only think and care about themselves. You may ask yourself, what's up with that guy? Or why does she act that way? The reality is that a small percentage of people are fundamentally different. They may have a personality disorder that limits their ability to function normally in relationships and work. Think about it this way. We all have personalities and personality traits that are relatively stable over our lives. For example, most people have normal levels of honesty and arrogance. Even those who score highly on unfriendly or selfish traits can still be considered normal. People with personality disorders are different. When analyzed by experts, they consistently score outside the normal range for specific sets of traits. For example, according to a medical reference called the DSM-5, someone with narcissistic personality disorder may score highly on traits like having an exaggerated sense of self-importance.
For a second. The DSM-5, I used that a lot back in college. It was literally our dictionary to understanding personality disorders as well as the other bipolar disorders. I mean, it is an interesting read if you really want to understand disorders, mental disorders, and how it could be addressed properly. So I like the DSM-5. It changes a lot. I mean, I'm telling y'all, it changes so much. I'm talking about every few months, every year, you have something different. It's a new disorder in there. Some disorders get taken out because, for example, excuse me, there's that disorder where people felt that homosexuality was a mental disorder. That's another topic in its own. I'm not going to jump into that, but I can tell you that that was in the DSM-5 years ago before they decide, okay, this is not a mental disorder. This is actually something that is happening with people. So DSM-5, look into it if you really want to learn some more about disorders and mental health.
Recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it. Having an extreme sensitivity to criticism. Exaggerating accomplishments and talents. Being preoccupied with fantasies about success, brilliance, or beauty. Requiring constant attention and admiration. Exploiting others to get what they want. Not recognizing the needs and feelings of others. Being envious of others and believing others envy them. And behaving in an arrogant or patronizing manner. If these traits sound familiar, it may be because people with narcissistic personality disorder can appear to be successful in business and politics. Initially, they may seem driven, confident, and charming, but over time, they often cause problems because they have an overwhelming need to feel and appear superior. To serve this need, they antagonize and belittle others, refuse to admit mistakes, and become angry when challenged. This matters because most selfish jerks can still lead normal lives. But people with this disorder are different and can be destructive to relationships and lead organizations astray. By learning to recognize the traits, we can make informed decisions about friends, family, colleagues, and even those we choose as leaders.
That is all right in that video there. That was real interesting. I think it's interesting to know. Just turn the camera a little bit. I think that was an interesting video. Shout out to these people who actually, it's this channel, Common Craft. Shout out to them for the content, considering that this is something that's being normalized in our society, and I'm sad that, this has to be a discussion. I would assume that people are smarter to not be such dicks. I'm sorry for the language, but you have a lot of people out there who we sometimes forget that they have a mental disorder because we realize that this is an issue that we want to address to let them know that it's wrong. But for me, I realize that a lot of things that people do that comes off antisocial has to do with some kind of disorder. That's why I wrote my first book. My first book, You're Fat, I'm Not, discusses an unusual and unique mental disorder called cacomorphobia, where people have the fear of fat people or bigger people in stature. And it is a real condition. I've never met anyone with that condition, but I have spoke to someone on the phone who was actually suffering from that condition. They didn't even know they were suffering from the condition. Now, I didn't diagnose them because, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a mental health professional. I am a mental health professional. I'm not a doctor, though. I can't diagnose, so I don't. I stay away from doing that. But I do understand that with some people, they have issues. And with this particular individual who had cacomorphobia, they didn't realize that they had it. But what the information that they had revealed to me was telling me how they felt that they couldn't be around fat people, and they can never see themselves marrying someone fat. In fact, they just can't be near them. And that kind of helped me, inspired me to write the book when I wrote it. And it's kind of sad that people have these issues, including narcissism. We do have a current president at this moment, I don't want to mention any names, who might be dealing with that. And it sucks because I thought we were in a progressive world where we was trying to get away from all that narcissistic behavior. I thought we were smart enough to realize, like, you can't treat people this way, you can't talk to people this way, you can't act like this. Unfortunately, with this generation, and I am a millennial. I had to come to terms with that a couple of months ago. I was like, I ain't no millennial. I think I'm Generation X. And then my mother was like, you ain't no damn Generation X. I was like, I thought I was. And then I asked my friend, she was like, nah. She's 33. So I had to ask her, I'm like, do they consider us millennials? She was like, yeah, we millennials. I was like, that's crazy how we're millennials. But I think we was I think people over the age of 30, I would say 28, over the age of 28, know what it's like to live in a world without social media and technology. For me, I grew up poor. So I didn't have the computers and all that in the 90s when I was growing up. I had a TV and people grown in my house having conversations, and that was what I got. I watched the news and all that stuff, but it was never where I had complete access to social media. So I still remember living that life. So if we was to just shut down all technology, I'll be good. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll be good. I was just talking to one of my other friends. She actually lives out in the wooded areas, and me and her was having a long conversation about camping and stuff, and how we both grew up camping. And I'm so used to living outdoors like that I can go, literally, my cell phone is here. I can literally go a whole day without my phone, and people would get upset with me, like, I've been texting you and calling you all day, but you ain't been answering your phone. And I'm like, I mean, I've been busy. I'm trying to do stuff. And they're like, yeah, but answer your phone. I'm like, and this is just another issue in its own. People are getting upset with you if you don't answer your phone. And it's funny how people really get upset with you when you don't answer your phone, you're not text. But what people don't realize is that you don't want to always be on your, well, for me, I don't always want to be on my phone. And it's not because I'm doing something slick or sneaky. Maybe I'm watching a good movie or a good TV show. Maybe I'm reading a book. Maybe I'm actually talking to someone face to face. Sometimes you got to give social media a break, and this is what brings me to the conversation that I have about narcissistic personality disorder. It is a big problem with social media, and that is one of the reasons why I think a lot of people want to live their lives privately on social media without posting so much, because you got so many people who hate. And look, man, one of my friends just sitting up there like, she know, like, people literally come out the woodwork.
I got involved with social media, and even then, I'm careful about what I post. I only post positive things. Mm-hmm. I only post like pictures of my grand or my son or myself or family members. I don't get caught up in the hype. I just don't do it.
Yeah. Because
I know there's people out there in their comments. Mm-hmm. I'm not into negative vibes. Yeah. Like, I don't want negative vibes. I just don't want negative energy. The energy.
I just can't do it with the energy.
Nobody wants energy.
And that's the main reason, exactly. And that's the main reason why I wanted to bring this up. And like I said, shout out to my subscriber who wanted to talk about this a little bit in detail. I'm not going to really jump into it, but I want to just let you guys know that this is a situation that's really happening in social media. When you see those people, when you post something, or you see someone who posts something that, you know, is interesting to other people, and you scroll down in the comments and you see this ugly mother, oh, I can't stand this person, oh, they think they this, they think, like, when you see all that negativity coming into them comments, maybe you'll start to think more about whether this person has an issue or not than whether you agree with them or not. And I think that's kind of the point here. Never mind this guy. Never mind him. Mind yourself. That do not come through people's comments like that and say whatever you want that you feel you would say to somebody in person if they offended you. These people don't know you at all. So for you to even come at somebody and letting them know that you was offended is just stop right there. It's social media. Secondly, you should be more respectful. I mean, I don't know how else you could say it. You got to be more respectful with people on social media, because we're all human. Yeah, you might think some people are monsters, but the fact is we're all human at the end of the day, and if you give your part, you get it back in return. Karma is a B, and I believe in it, and that's why I treat people the way I treat people, because I want it back in return. Like she said, no negative energy. This bracelet right here represents positive energy. It was made from these rocks that supposedly gives off that positive and good energy. You guys, just be careful with what you put in other people's comments, and be mindful of what you say to other people on social media. People get affected, trust me. And the fact that social media is a place where people need to receive validation and vent, and they need those likes, trust me, any little bit that you could say, you might think, oh, it's just words on a computer. Nah, sometimes words cut deeper than this knife. I wish I had a knife I could show y'all and just show y'all how words cut deep and cut deeper than a knife. So just be careful out there. Again, you guys, if you like this video, please thumbs up, leave something in the comment section below, and tell me what you think about narcissistic personality disorder. Do you think that our current president has narcissistic personality disorder? Let's not diagnose it, but just tell me what you think. Do you think that people on social media suffer from this? Who knows? Let me know what you think. And for that, you guys, we talked enough. My counselors, we out. Love you.